Alright, what's up y'all, it's LakerFan here. As y'all can see by the title of today's video, I'm here to give some really good buy points and badge tips no matter what your build is, but specifically in this video we're talking about the slashers. I got a lot of good tips and stuff like that. We're gonna get straight into this. I hope y'all enjoy the video. If you do, feel free to drop a like, sub if you're new, turn on the noties, all that good stuff. And if we can try to get this one to 500 likes in the first 24 hours, I'd really appreciate that. But anyway, like I said, we're gonna get straight into this. The first tip I have, and it pertains to no matter what build you have, you can see I tap the LB once and it pulls up the screen right here on the right. Now if you tap LB again, it hits this pass and screen away. Now this is specifically for the Hawks, I believe. This is the reason I went to the Hawks. They have this like 4 out 1 in set where if you do this, then boom, it just spreads everybody out for the 5 out. I believe this is only the Hawks, but I could be wrong and it could be just any team. But as you can see, it spaces it out completely. Everybody all gets out to the corner, wing, and it's easy for you to set up. Now, this is where we talk about my main method, which is shooting floaters. Now, this is where, say you're like a slash ARP or something like that, right? Or even a pure slasher. It's really good for getting your shooting badges. Outside runners and floaters give you shooting badges, and then the inside runners and floaters give you the finishing, and they're both really good progress. Now, right here, I'm kind of just taking y'all through the progress of my pure slasher. This is my first contact dunk right here with no contact finisher, no nothing. Literally just 0 finishing badges, and a couple little cool clips. We're gonna take you guys through the process of these last 4 days of me just grinding this build out. I'm gonna, like I said, just go over the best methods and all that stuff and just kind of break down what this pure slasher life is about too. Now, one of the best ways I was getting my finishing badges was in the rec. Now, I was also playing wing defense. I really want to stress that. I was playing defense on the wing. I was sort of cherry picking in transition. I would have, my teammates, whoever catches the rebound, throw the outlet pass to my other teammate who was on the wing, and then he would trail in a little bit behind me, throw the lob. In this situation, as you can see, it was stealth, and then Kitchen was CB chilling. He was running, the half court offense, and I was setting screens and stuff too. But as you can see, 51k my points, 37k finishing, and it's crazy, bro. And as you can see, I didn't have anything to do with shooting. If you get the playmaking, secondary assists, so like pass to assist and stuff like that, they're very good. Deep outlet pass can get the job done too. As you can see, like secondary assist gives you 680 points even as a pure finisher. So again, secondary assists are pretty big. So if you throw the outlet pass, for instance, right, and then your teammate throws a lob, you're getting big time rep, and it's just building up. Like I'm talking, you're getting about 280 for the outlet pass, and then 680 or 650, whatever it was, for the secondary assist. It's all big time, right? And I gotta stress that. Now, as you can see, I was playing 3v3 Pro Am 2. I would highly recommend to play this if you're on a new build, because it's gonna allow you to play people that aren't of the highest level of competition. They will be playing together. I gotta stress that. So don't be wrong, the team you're gonna be playing against has communication, whereas in the park you might be playing against randoms. For me personally, because I'm an elite 2, and a lot of people I play with are elites as well, it's pretty important for me to play in here. Obviously, like, it's not that I'm dodging comp and I'm trying to play like easy matchups, but the thing is, in park, people are just gonna run away. Even though I'm on an 85 overall build, they're still gonna run away, even just because I'm an elite 2. But again, I just want to stress, playing in 3v3 Pro Am could be really clutch for you. It's constant games, you're constantly getting them, and as soon as you hit like 16 wins, as you saw in that screenshot before, you just reset every time. When you hit pro bronze, the matchmaking gets completely screwed up. We've talked about that on the channel in the past. It's so annoying, bro. Like everything to do with like regular Pro Am, even on top of that, is mad annoying, and it's frustrating that it works like that this year. But anyway, you're just seeing a little method right here that I was using where, again, I'm here to talk about the inside runners and floaters and outside runners and floaters. So you see I go 6 for 11. This is on Hall of Fame as well, and I go 6 for 11 on the outside runners and floaters. So that pertains to your shooting badges. The inside runners and floaters, it gives you the finishing badges. Now, as you can see, I shot horrible contact layups, horrible acrobatic layups, stuff like that. Those don't matter too much. Don't even worry about them. But again, just kind of peep the floater game. And like I said, for Hall of Fame difficulty bonus, as you can see, you get that 1.5 multiplier as well. This is where I'm just showing a couple instances of what I do with the floaters, and then I'll go ahead and show you guys one of the sets where I run the post fades. But right here, what I like to do is set up the pick in the half court offense, right? And if they switch everything, I'm just angling it really wide so that my pick and roller guy can still get a good angle, and then you can still throw a solid lob. Now, what I'm trying to do in fast break every single time is hit this floater. You're gonna see in some situations too, I tap LT to get a nice little speed boost, and you're gonna see that's what I try to do in the secondary fast break. Now, I gotta point out too, that Hawks thing that I was talking about with the double tap LB, it only works when you're lined up at the point guard spot or if you're a starter on your team. So I gotta at least let y'all know about that too. But as far as like if you can't set that up, this right here is the best way to set up like a solid floater look, where if you can get in the secondary fast break, start it from behind half court, then it'll be really easy for you to set up like this. Or if you get a nice speed matchup like this with Tyson Chandler on me, this is when I can get him in the nice situation for a floater, space it out, just get past him, throw up a floater. And I gotta say too, as far as what badges you're using, as you can see, I got Hall of Fame Teardropper and Pro Touch. I know it's kind of funny because we just did a ranking finishing badges and tiers video, and I was talking like mad garbage on Pro Touch and Teardropper. Obviously it helps me in this situation because I'm trying to throw up the floaters, and as you see right here, I max out my finishing. We're on the cusp of working on our shooting and stuff like that too. You can see you get solid defense as well. For basically what I do is I don't ever guard my own guy. If you just say screw teammate grade, trust me, you'll enjoy it that much more, especially if you can't set up in a zone defense. If you can set up in zone defense, that's big time then, because what you can do from that point is just kind of, you know, just avoid having to pay too much attention on defense, and it'll be a lot more enjoyable for you. But anyway, as you can see, 18 of 27 on inside runners and floaters, and then 5 of 10 on the outsides. I would say this, you're going to see a screenshot later in this video where I was on pro difficulty, and I gotta say the outside runners and floaters are so much easier to hit when you're on pro, but you do get a lot more points when you're on Hall of Fame. Now this is where the takeover implies as well. When you have takeover, I would highly recommend to go for the deep ones like the outside runners and floaters, because you can really capitalize on it and shoot from super deep on this. Now it's hard to control it sometimes you can't really get off a floater from the longest distance. Like in these situations, you see I'm trying to pull it off from the deep area, but it sort of pulls you into that kind of gray area where I'm not sure which one it's giving me exactly. This right here is definitely an inside. You get the deal. Like that free throw line area is where you would ideally have it at, and then you can see on defense right here, I'm just going for like spearing them. And I was also showing y'all this too, where honestly you don't even need to take the best shots either, and you can still get rewarded with making them occasionally. Now getting shooting badges on a build that doesn't have any shooting in it is a complete pain, bro. And this is where you guys are gonna see I didn't have my post fade upgraded at all, or free throw for that matter either. So I was literally getting shooting badges on a non-shooting build with literally no free throw or post fade. And then when I finally got post fade, I'm able to start working on it in a situation where I can, like, you know, put up the post fades in the half court offense. But for a substitute right now, when I didn't have any post fade, I was going strictly outside runners and floaters. And as you can see, if you go 8 for 12, the efficiency is key with this, because you know the worse you shoot, the worse it does you. And as you can see, I'm getting about 500, a little bit more than that for every one of these. And as you can see, I shot a lot better on the inside runners and floaters. That's going to be how it is if you're a slasher as well. But understand, 4,500 a game as far as your shooting badges is really nice. Now, I will say this too. I want to stress heavily, go for your shooting badges early on when you have the slasher, because you're gonna max out on finishing easy. And it's I'm telling you, as you can see, I got 21 finishing with 2 shooting, 4 playmaking, and like 5 or 6 defense, whatever it was. And like I said, I would really stress, if you're playing my career, to go for your shooting badges, because like I said, you're gonna max out on that finishing ASAP, and it's gonna be kind of annoying for you to literally just be like, okay, well now I gotta cram everything in for just my shooting. Now you're seeing right here, I was playing on the park a little bit. I had double reps, so this is where I was kind of just, you know, just casually playing, not really going for any badges in specific, just getting the my points filled out a little bit too. I'm up to a 93 overall, 94 overall as I'm speaking right now, and I'm really enjoying this build too, man. Like for real, it's been a really good time. As you can see, the build is insane as far as like what it does finishing wise. So now you can see I'm straight back into my career with it. Now I gotta say one thing too. I feel like as far as this game goes with the offline mode, as you can see, I make a horrible shot right there. This is what I'm here to talk about. I feel like this game is completely scripted when it comes to the offline modes. Now, yes, like you do still have to time your shots at least decently, but I swear to y'all, you can make very earlys, very lates if it's like a reasonable shot. Sometimes even, you know, like shots like these with the floaters, you still make the 46% contests and stuff like that sometimes. Sometimes you miss wide open. I'm just here to tell y'all, that's just how it is sometimes. And same with the post fades, it's roughly like a 6% contest every single time when I put them up. You see right here, I made like four post fades in a row on that situation, and this is when I finally got my post fade rating upgraded. And as you can see, I only get 20k my points, but I get 8.1 toward the shooting, and the post fades unlock like a whole extra sort of realm of your like shooting game when it comes to, you know, the half court sets and stuff like that. Because for me, like I was telling y'all, I can't set up that pass and screen away, the double LB thing that I was talking about at the beginning all the time, because I'm not a point guard and I'm not a starter on the team yet. Now, this is where I'm talking about. I unlocked, you know, the ability to shoot post fades a little bit, and I'm getting my shooting badges. Roughly, I'm, you know, adding my shooting badge points onto things like quick draw or hot zone hunter, because it pertains to a lot of different things. Or if I really want to, I'll probably go with deep fades pretty soon, just so I can keep on doing this. But anyway, as you can see, moving mid-range, 19 of 36, and then the outside runners and floaters, 4 of 5. As you can see, like I was saying, efficiency is big time with this, and you can see I was definitely focusing on going more for the outside ones. This was only with takeover on, so with no takeover, I'm going with just the post fades. With takeover, I'm going deep with the deep floaters, and it's a really good, efficient way of getting your shooting badges. I really wanted to put y'all on to this part right here, and as you can see, again, it's so scripted, yo, like for real, it's it's so scripted. And this right here is big time as well. I had to put y'all on to this. When you get to practice, you know, with the NBA Legends at them, or, you know, get the Chris Brickley workout and stuff like that, where it gives you the custom jump shot, definitely work on the shooting stuff in these NBA Legend workouts, bro. 2.1k for your shooting as far as a non-shooting build times 4 is a massive improvement. Like, that's literally one of these really good My Career games all in one practice setting, and it's super important that you actually use it on the shooting. And I would recommend to go with the free throws too. I don't have any free throw upgraded, meanwhile I can still green them all, and it helps a ton. So anyway, as you can see, another solid My Career game right here. 17 of 33 on the moving mids, 4 of 5 on the outside runners and floaters. Again, I gotta stress, the efficiency on this is pretty important, so I would recommend only do this when you have slash takeover on, if you have the ability to shoot the post fades. If you can't shoot post fades, you got to rely on this to get your shooting badges. And I also want to mention, just so y'all don't go doing some crazy stuff and you, like, you know, sit here and watch the video and you're blaming me for you know, your inability to hit these things or get the shooting badges, you cannot, and I want to stress this a ton, cannot shoot the super close range post fades. What that's going to be considered is this right here, other inside shots. If you try to shoot those post fades from 2 feet away, it doesn't count toward your shooting. You got to be sort of at the range that I've been shooting all of them in these clips right here. So again, I really just want to stress that. I don't know if I could find one. Yeah, okay, so right here, and I always try to go to this off shoulder too, in this direction. I'm gonna play that back one more time. I know this video is probably getting a little bit long, but I want to make sure that I'm putting y'all on to the best way to do this. So again, I would recommend hold your left stick away, like to this side rather than to this side, because if you fade in, sometimes it gives you like a really close contested thing, and it's going to be a whole lot closer than you intend for it to be. So when you go away to that offhand, it's going to put you a lot deeper, and this is the range where you get the moving mid-range, and you know what it gives you the shooting badges for. If you do it like around here, or especially like right here, it's going to be considered an other inside shot. So anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. If you do, feel free to drop a like, sub if you're new, turn on them noties, all that good stuff. And like I said, if we get this to 500 likes in the first 24 hours, I really appreciate that. And other than that, I'm really looking forward to bringing y'all this Pure Slasher video stuff. Like, dude, I'm geeked. So anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed. And if you made it to the very end of the video, put badge in the comments to show your support that you made it all the way through on this long video. But anyway, like I said, other than that, hope y'all enjoyed. Take it easy, man. Peace.